Well, I bet you didn't think you'd see me again. 2 days in a row, second video on my new channel, Fisherman's Blues. Listen, like, subscribe, please. So to all my fans out there, thank you very much for the kind words. For my haters, keep on coming, boys. Anyway, listen, there's been a lot of chatter today regarding predictions, and I see my good friend Suffolk Crunch do his, and I figured, well, you know, I can't beat them. Let's join them, and let's do a prediction. So let's start at the bottom of the table. The one team I feel that probably everybody feels is going to end up getting relegated, Sheffield Wednesday, a bonkers of a club at the moment. Players not getting paid for 3 months, and players not wanting to play friendlies. I can understand why. You know, if it was your job or my job and I wasn't getting paid, I'm not sure I'd want to go to work and do my job. You know, credit to the lads that have turned up to do training and stuff, keep themselves fit. You know, so for me, Sheffield Wednesday, foregone conclusion, bottom of the pile, shall we say. Now, with this next team, I felt that, you know, since they've lost their manager, well, they got rid of their manager, Hull City. For me, second from bottom. They fluttered with it last year, lucky not to go down. I just feel that, you know, since they got rid of Rossini, that it's not, they're not the same club. And then the last team to get relegated this season coming, Preston North End. Look, they've been near the bottom for a while now. I think it's only a matter of time before they flirt and end up getting relegated. And I feel that this season is one of them. And then just surviving. I couldn't separate these three teams. And I know that people are going to disagree, and it's great. So listen, Oxford, Charlton and QPR in that order. 21, 20 and 19. Oxford at 19, Charlton at 20 and 21st Oxford. Just feel there's just about enough to keep Oxford in the league if they can just get a few wins together in certain places. QPR for me, they had a bit of a run last season, but again, another team that's sort of fluttered near the bottom. Another team that's sort of not really got any going of late. Last few seasons, Blackburn, they sit at 18. And then at 17, I've got Portsmouth. Now, Portsmouth, they're another side. I couldn't decide whether they'd be a bit lower or maybe a bit higher. Look, they may surprise us, but I don't think there's enough about them. And then Stoke. Stoke sit at 16th with Middlesbrough at 15th. Middlesbrough, if they can keep Hackney, which I doubt they will. I mean, look, we wanted them, but that all fell through. So, look, yeah, if they keep him, and maybe they can go a bit higher. And then just above them, Watford. I feel they're a bit of a middle-of-the-road team. I think they've sort of finished mid-table. And then at 13, Derby. Now, Derby's a strange one. They'll either, you know, they could flutter with top end of the table, sort of getting near the playoffs, but I just don't think there's enough about them. I think, for me, there isn't enough about Derby. And then Swansea. Now, Swansea, I couldn't make my mind up. It took me ages to decide that. Swansea City, obviously, Berger's gone now. Got a few good sort of signings coming in. Could surprise a few, but I've gone at 12th, so that's where I am with that. 11th, Bristol City. They did well last season, got in the playoffs, so... But I think there's better teams now coming through for this season coming up. And then above them, I've got Wrexham. I just feel that Wrexham are, you know, look, Brody's going to possibly go there. They've got Giefer Moore. For me, Wrexham could be the manager. I'm not sure, you know, Peter Taylor's the, you know, good enough manager for this league. But we'll just have to see. And then above them, I've got West Brom. You know, again, a team, you know, they've lost Palmer to us. How will they fare this season? I think they're going to be outside the playoffs, along with Coventry. Now, I know my good friend Suffolk Crunch. He's got them in the playoffs. For me, I just don't think there's enough about them. I really don't. I think there's better teams now. I've had good signings in this window, and they've got good managers. And then just outside the playoffs, I've got Leicester City. I feel they'll be losing a few of their players. They're going to get a points deduction. So depending on where they finish on their points deduction, they could end up. 19th or 18th. But as they are at the moment, I feel that. Yeah, I think 7's about. And then at 6th place, just making the playoffs. And the only reason I've given them the playoffs, much to my dismay, is the old scum north of the A140. Norwich City. Look, I like Liam Manning, a highly rated manager for me. Brought in some good signings. They've done a good bit of business this close season. During the transfer window. And for me, that could be a bit of a surprise package. And then for me, this is the team that I feel is a bit of a surprise. 5th, Millwall. There's a team there, and there's a manager. I can't think of the manager's name. It's gone off the tip of my tongue. Was there, now it's gone. Oh well, what a shame. Not going to worry about it. Millwall, surprise package for me this season. And then 4th place, we've got Sheffield United. Should have done Sunderland in the playoff final. Absolutely fluffed their blinds. Chris Wilder gone. Bit harsh, but but I feel they'll make the playoffs this year. And in 3rd place, I've got Southampton. It was a hard one because I know there's some rumours about Tyler Dibley going. For me, I think Southampton. Look, it's between. First and second's between two teams. I think in 2nd place, I've got Birmingham. People really shouldn't underestimate Birmingham. They're spending money. They're on the up. Their TV revenue from their programme is, from what I'm hearing, is a good show and stuff like that. But if we get it right, boys, there's only one team winning this league, and that's Ipswich. And I know that being an Ipswich Town fan, I'm going to be biased. But for me, there's only one team winning this league, and that is Ipswich. Because, quite frankly, with the squad we've got, and the manager we've got, we know the league. We've spent a year in the Premier League. We should be winning this league. We should not be looking to finish 2nd. We should be finishing the league to win it, and that's my predictions. So listen, if you like this content, you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit the like button. Let's go for 20 likes. I'm not looking for massive amounts, just 20 likes just to get me going. We'll see how we go. And hopefully my next video will probably be after the Birmingham game. Give my reviews on that and give my opinions. But listen, thanks to everyone that subscribed and for the nice messages I've had over it. But anyway, from me, Upper Town.